A scary moment on College Hill this morning when the Whitman County SWAT team responded to a standoff. A Stevens County detective was fired upon after responding to a disturbance call Tuesday night in Rice, Washington. 2 Pullman residents were injured in a car crash this morning on U.S. Highway 195. Welcome back. I'm Kyle Sherman with your sports report. It's election day at WSU and students are taking to the polls. In men's basketball, the Cougs have a shot at a rare season sweep of cross-state rival Washington.
Well, you're right. It was some tough weather out there today, a little mix of rain, snow, and fog, and it's not really going to let up.
Welcome back. With more snow and ice slamming the East Coast, I feel a little bad complaining about the rain here in Pullman.
You know, I do too.
Coming up tonight on Murrow News 8, WSU students have elected their next student leaders.
Plus, students have approved a measure that could make the Pullman campus tobacco-free.
And a look at last night's Cougar men's basketball game. Those stories and more tonight on Murrow News 8. The accident occurred here behind me at a sharp curve in Highway 195 just south of Colfax. While it's already a tough corner to navigate, it also comes at a place where the speed limit drops from 60 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour. After the game, both players and coaches were upset with the way the game ended as they thought they'd have one more chance to knock down the game-winning bucket.
Meanwhile, on the WSU campus, students are showing support for both teams as the big game approaches.
Thanks, Tony. Officials on Friday released new information regarding the deadly crash on Highway 195 just south of Colfax. The driver reportedly had a blood alcohol level above the legal limit and could face vehicular homicide charges because of that. 21-year-old Erica Polito Moss has been identified in court as the driver of the 1999 Volkswagen Jetta, which crashed early in the morning on February 21st. KREM 2 reports that court documents say Moss's blood was tested and showed a blood alcohol level of 0.081%, which is 0.001% above the legal limit for driving. Moss allegedly spent the night before drinking at Pullman bars. On the way home, Moss's car may have hit some black ice and spun into the oncoming lane. Moss, along with 3 other Eastern Washington University students, were killed in the crash. The two killed were Nancy Zepeda Zarate and Ashley Gonzalez, who were both 21 years old. Neither was wearing a seatbelt at the time of the crash. One passenger survived and was treated and released at the Whitman Hospital. She told authorities she did not believe Moss was drunk. According to KREM 2 News, court documents state Moss could face charges of vehicular homicide since her blood alcohol level was reportedly above the legal limit. Vehicular homicide is listed as a Class A felony in the state of Washington and carries a maximum penalty of life imprisonment. Back to you guys at the desk. Around 5 a.m. this morning, a sedan collided with an oncoming semi-truck a few miles south of Colfax. There were 4 passengers in the 4-door Jetta as it was traveling northbound on Highway 195. State troopers confirmed 2 of the sedan's passengers were pronounced dead at the scene. The other 2 passengers in the car sustained serious injuries. One was taken to a nearby hospital and the other was airlifted to Spokane via MedStar. State Patrol says the cause of the crash is still under investigation. However, early reports suggest the sedan lost control and spun into oncoming traffic. The back end of the vehicle was then struck by the semi.
There was very little left of the car. It was about 100 yards off the side of the road, literally a mangled hulk of a vehicle. Rescue workers, even a couple of hours after the accident, were still working with jaws of life, apparently trying to remove the last of the bodies while the road was closed off.
The accident occurred here behind me at a sharp curve in Highway 195 just south of Colfax. While it's already a tough corner to navigate, it also comes at a place where the speed limit drops from 60 miles per hour to 45 miles per hour. According to Washington State Patrol, all of the victims appeared to be in their 20s. The driver of the semi-truck was not injured. Reporting for Murrow News 8, I'm Kyle Sherman.